everyone. As you can see, I'm here at HP Geared Games. I'm going to give you some breakdown of different things I saw at GAMA. I apologize for the delay. I had some great videos made actually at GAMA with backgrounds of everything that was going on, but in the process of uploading them through the convention center and then my hotel's Wi-Fi, they got corrupted, which means I lost them all and I couldn't recover them as much as I tried. So I tried to do more videos here. Apparently they were too long, so that's fine. I will cut them into shorter segments for us, but I apologize and thank you for your patience. I wanted to give you the information as best as I could, and so here we go. So we're going to start off with this first segment here is going to be the board games I saw. Okay, different games, different types of things, some information on certain things I know people have been asking about. So let's focus on that real fast. First of all, let's focus on the things people had questions about. First is Flamecraft. Yes, it is coming. They've did lots of different print runs, different shipments that are scheduled. One of them's like right now, and then there's more coming in the following months. Basically, one a month for the next 3-4 months. So a lot of Flamecraft is coming. We will have our order fulfilled sooner rather than later. So there should be more on the shelf, hopefully this week, fingers crossed. Sorry, I was looking to make sure there wasn't anybody coming in. All right, so we have, what else do we have? Root Underworlds. I know a lot of people have been asking, looking for that. Root Underworlds, they know it's out, and they basically confirmed it is out throughout the entirety of North America. They have a print run scheduled, but it's going to be a couple months before it comes out. So I apologize. I talked to them. They're like, hey, yeah, we know. Here's what we've got. That's been the most asked questions we've had. So they know it's an issue. They're working on it, but it's going to be a little bit. All right, new games that's coming out. There's a really cool game called Tribes of the Wind that is coming out soon. I've already put an order in for it for the store. It was a lot of fun. It's the best way I could describe it's kind of a Euro game in the fact that everything is very equal and everybody has, there is no one way to get above everybody else. You're kind of strategically working your way through, right? All right, the game is based off of a hand of cards. All right, you have a board where you're trying to, the theme is that the world has polluted itself so bad that the only way people can survive is to live in trees. Okay, because you have to live right next to the oxygen source, otherwise you can't survive. So they've tried to come up with ways to technologically clear up pollution, plant more trees, so that way more people can live in the trees. That's the theme. Okay, you are a tribe and you're trying to show that you're the best tribe at doing this. So each hand of cards, you have a certain hand of cards, and all the cards have their powers and what you can do with them on the side that faces you, but on the back side it has the element that they deal with. So it's water, fire, leaf, and wind. Okay, leaf as in like earth, plants kind of stuff. So each one of those cards, the backs of those cards matter because when you try to play each turn, you can play a card, and that's going to give you your action, whether it's gathering resources, moving your people to other places, planting trees, cleaning pollution, so on and so forth. All of that's based off of the cards you play. Well, when you play a card, it's going to have different symbols on it. It's very uses a lot of symbology. And the symbols will say, all right, you get to do this action, or you get this many resources if you have more water cards than one person who is sitting next to you. And so you compare, because you can see the back of their cards, right? Do you have more water? So you take the card you just played, which is probably going to be a water card, and then whatever you have in your hand, and you compare that to the person next to you. If you're greater than one person next to you, great, you get to do the first action. If you're greater than both people next to you, you'll probably have a different set of resources you can gather, or a different set of actions. So depending on how people's hands are played, that's what you get and how you act through the game. So it's about comparing your hands with everybody else. There's some cases where it's how many cards of this type everybody has. How many cards do you have more than everybody? Do you have less than everybody? It's all about comparing your hand, the backside of your hand, to everybody else, and then you're looking at what you can do with your powers and try to achieve certain goals. There's different ways to win, different special abilities you can activate. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad to be bringing it into the store, and I'm ready to demo it for you all so you can have an opportunity of seeing this great game. It's called Tribes with the Wind. Another great game I tried was called Vagrant Song. Vagrant Song, the best way I could describe it is it's Arkham Horror, the card game, without the deck. It acts very similar in the fact that you're doing an RPG campaign through it. It is action-based economy, so you've got 3 actions, possibly 4. You have to do certain things. You plan out your turn ahead of time, but you can talk through how your turn functions with your teammates because it is cooperative against a AI system. The theme is that you're a vagrant in the 1920s, 30s. That's the art style, by the way. It's a very 1920s cartoon, kind of Betty Boop face, big eyes, kind of an action art style, cartoon style, right? So you're a vagrant who has he was hopped aboard a train to get someplace, and it was the wrong train because this is a train of the damned. And so what your job is you're trying to instill humanity back into the lost souls on this train, and they are trying to take your humanity from you. As you play through the game, you will have health points. That's actually your humanity points. And as you lose your humanity, if you lose all of your humanity, you're not out of the game. You become a ghost. And you're a good ghost. You're a friendly ghost, more like Casper, so that way you can actually help your groups. The game ends if all of you turn into ghosts, but you can be brought back from ghosthood back into humanity, or vice versa. I mean, things can go wrong and everybody can turn into ghosts, and then your game is over. It was a lot of fun. The theming of it made for some goofy, wacky fun, just because it has, like I said, it is that 1920s, 30s cartoon style. So there was some investigating, not quite as heavy as like Arkham Horror, the card game, but there is some investigation. There is some battle segments with it. What you're trying to do is perform your abilities to restore humanity. So it's a fun game. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to being able to bring it into the shop, demo it for you all. But it is coming soonish. I'm going to say soonish because we're going to try to bring it in as soon as we can. Another cool game we saw. All right, that was Vagrant Song. Acropolis. It's a tile-laying game a la Carcassonne. Instead of playing on a massive board where everybody's trying to score off the same board, you're creating a city on your area in front of you. You lay tiles. They are like 3 triangular hexagons. So you take 3 hexagons put together into a triad shape. You're putting these down in order to build your city. You can build your city up, so you can lay tires on top of each other in order to try to create the best combination from a top-down view as you can. As you do certain combinations, you will gain points at the end of the game. So it's about building your city as best you can to gain as many points towards the end. It's a little bit of puzzle, a little bit of matchmaking, a little bit of resource management, and the fact that as you lay your tiles down, you have to choose which ones to lay on top of each other and create layers in your city, and those will give you power-ups if you do it correctly. So that was a fun game. That was interesting in how it played and functioned. Hopefully that will be coming to the store soon as well. We are working on it, but that's another cool game that we saw called Acropolis. Last but not least, for our last little minute here, it's a game called Keyforge. Keyforge is a collectible card game that was created pre-pandemic. It was very popular. During the pandemic, it kind of fell apart. Data got corrupted. The algorithm for creating the decks was completely lost. They've rebuilt it all. The original creator hired the original crew to rebuild the algorithm. They've got it set up. They've got it fixed. They've got things going. I know there were some people who were interested in it, trying to see what it would be. Wasn't really sure if they were for real, if they was just, we have this left over from the original, so let's just sell it while we can before everything falls apart. I don't believe that's so. I did demo it to make sure it still functions right. It seems to play well. They are coming out with more stuff coming down the road. So that's a game we can look at possibly bringing in. I will talk with those of you who have shown interest, or if you have interest, please let me know so we can look at it. It's originally dropping in June. June is a huge month for games, so it's probably not going to be here by June. At earliest, maybe July, if people are interested. This is one of those games where, yes, it looked good, but I want to make sure that we have some interest in it before I try to find room for it, essentially, right? So Keyforge, great game. Demoed it. I believe they're for real, But if it's something you're interested in, please let me know. All right, I have two more segments, not just two. I have more segments that are coming. I need to cut this off so that way it will upload, but I will be recording those as soon as I can. We have one about Shatterpoint, okay, Star Wars Shatterpoint that's coming out. I'll do one about Disney's Lorcana, the trading card game that's coming out. And then I will do another one about new things coming in store, some of the deals and things we were able to make. So please, thank you for watching, and please look for these next ones coming to you soon. Thanks.